Shit, I'm about to go in then. Fuck it. Oh, shit. Damn. Know it's something when you start saying, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Damn. Build, destroy, repair, bro. I would say it's been 10 plus years in the making. It's not like grandiose like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's more so just me getting something out I wanted to, put out and see, just see. I ain't got no agenda for it. Like I said, it's for me. When I always been saying that while I was been talking about the show, it's pretty much just like the art is just like a byproduct of me trying to preserve a legacy, which was my grandfather's, which what he left. Now I forgot where I was leaving off, but I was just about to really get into it. I was just.
You were just saying how like all this is like the reason.
Okay. Yeah, like I was saying, like the reason for it now, like for some people it might seem like out of left field, but it's like this what I've been doing, just in my garage, my grandfather's garage, and then from the garage to the basement. So I've been, fooling around with this stuff for well over 10 years, and a lot of stuff I trash. Just threw it, so I do have a recycling company as well. That's the funny thing about it. Like, so a lot of stuff I pull out of, what we recycle for that day too. I've done that for pieces as well. But the cool thing about this project is that every piece is made from some type of object that I've gleaned or pulled out of cleaning out my grandfather's garage. My grandfather was a mechanic, a builder, a gardener, a family man. He was the man, so in the process of, me taking over his garage, I transformed it into a studio just so it could still, be as useful for me. Yeah, I love cars, but I wouldn't quite, adapt to work on them. But I like working on this other stuff, so I'm like, let me build me a space where I can really, work on projects that I wanted to work on for myself. But it's been cool, man, just getting to the point to put it out there, getting a lot of support from people that might not even know, what it is to expect from the show. And that's the cool thing that's kind of got me drawn to it, is that I don't know what to expect neither, man. It's just something I've been wanting to do, man. I get to do it with my partner. That's cool. He definitely gave me the alley-oop to be able to do something like that. It just so happened, I think we were just out one night at the local, and we pulled up on Ben where you was, yeah.
Or maybe you came to one of the final Fridays.
Right.
You saw Trey at local.
I saw Trey at local. Then we right.
I actually got some shit. I was like, what?
Right. Cause I had seen that you was doing the shit, but it didn't quite click in my head. Yeah. That like, damn, maybe we can do some shit.
Yeah.
And then we went. He was like, you got work? I was like, oh, I got work.
Yeah.
I got plenty.
Yeah.
Goddamn. So that was like, damn, boom. It's like it happened fast, and it's happening fast, but it's like it's been years in the making. So it's like I'm ready to go ahead and get it in and get it out, so I can, get to, making new stuff. It's like it's like I always say, like growing up, like I used to like want to be a DJ. Like I used to burn CDs and sell them at school and stuff. I had a DJ named DJ Legend. Like I had got one time I had got what was it? It was a CD maker where you could print out your own labels. I was going ham. I was doing it like that. But yeah, anyway, yeah, so I grew up in like the mixtape era. And you know, so like I was like, damn, I couldn't really make music, but like I always loved the energy of the mixtape. And like for me, you know, entering into this world, you know, that's what this feels like for me. You know, this like my mixtape, you know, into, you know, venturing into creating and making art and just art for art's sake, you know. It's a lot that I do, but like this is it's not nothing like that other stuff, you know. So that's a cool part about it. Let's see. What else I want to touch on? I talked about that. What else I need
You
to touch
talked about
on?
like kind of not wanting to tell people you did art because it was like kind of
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. That's important. That's important. Okay, let's do that. You ready?
Like not being like not being scared to do it just because
Right.
necessarily like
Right.
the thing to do, and also like making it your own and
Right.
making it cool.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I got
like,
you.
your own twist on whatever.
Right.
I forgot the exact conversation.
Yeah. No, that's important. Yeah, let's do it. I'm ready. Yeah, like I was saying, man, like it's come about fast. You know, it seemed like it come out of left field from a lot of my people, you know, friends and stuff. They like, I never even seen none of your art. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So that's been the funny part about it, like, cause nobody really haven't. You know, it's been in the basement. Real. Like this ain't no marketing plan or nothing. Like this is really what's been going on. But it's been my entertainment over the years, you know. And but I think what it was, like, I had started doing so much other stuff, kind of like to be able to still be creative and do art, but like not the type of stuff that I'm doing that I really wanted to do. So like the CLT originals, you know, people, you know, that was we want to do, like that's major for us, you know. That's what we really about, you know. We pushing that, you know, to be, you know, the stamp of the city, you know. So that's people, you know. And then even my venture into video and photo work, I love that stuff, and I still, you know, get to work close with it, but it was like still like a mask, if I should say, you know, like being from Badersford Road, you know, I went to Lincoln Heights Elementary, J.T. Williams, West Charlotte, like, you know, being interested in art, you know, it really wasn't a thing. Even though we did have Northwest School of the Arts, but like people came to there from across town, like people from the neighborhood rarely went there. You know, I wanted to go there, but I didn't. And also, you know, I always just was interested in art. Like I used to paint my shoes, you know, spray paint my shoes. Like that was my at one point, like I stayed at her aunt's house. She had a shed. No matter where I was at, I always crafted out a little spot for myself, you know, to work. And this shed, I used to spray paint my shoes, like brand new Jordans I had just got. Like, bro, you tripping? You know, spray painted these shits. But anyway, man, like all that stuff as I grew older and started playing sports, you know, it kind of went away for a bit. But you know, it came back, and I think what I would say is I was fighting it, you know. I was fighting it for a long time, like, damn, this, like, but it was like I was just doing it because it was fun. That's what I wanted to be doing. Like, it was like, it ain't really, ain't no play to it, you know. you know, you know what I'm saying? Like
It is what it is.
Right. It just it's like a motherfucker want to go play golf or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what it was. But it got to a point where like I knew I started wanting to share it, just to, you know, just to put it out there, I just wanted to share it, like not sell it or anything, just share it. And I don't know, man, just some years went by for that as well. Like I had created a website 5 years ago for this work. Like but it just, I never let it go to waste. I always kept it for now. But yeah, but I was running from it, man. Like, just, I don't know, you would call it shame or what, but I just didn't feel like, but what does add up? It did. I think I was worried about it didn't add up to whatever people's perception of me might be, which I don't really know. I'm learning every day though. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be better for sure. But yeah, it wasn't adding up. But and I think that's the good part about it. Like, it don't make sense. Like, I'm having success. Probably some of the best, most success I've been able to have with what I've been trying to build for 10 years over here. But like, I'm still poor to do, like, money never really been like a driving factor for me. Like, you want to have money to take care of your family, of course. Like, that's the main thing. But like, if I'm more interested in something over here that ain't paying me jack, I figure the money piece out. I just rather do this. I'm having fun doing this, and then but the good thing about it, like, I'm still able to do that because it's all connected somehow. I don't know how it worked out like that, but
it all come full circle.
Right. It all came full circle, man. And it's like, damn, this, like, I wrote about this stuff. I got notebooks on top of notebooks. Like, I got a library of sketchbooks and books just where I built was writing about this stuff. Like, when I was working on the dock at YRC Freight, writing about doing this shit. That was 2014, I think. Yeah. So, yeah, man, so I think that's the repair. I'm in the repairing stage, like, for real. Like, that's where the repair part of it came from. Cause you always hear build and destroy, but I feel like coming from the South, repairmen and just the repair as a as a culture, like, is big coming out the South. Like, we made the best of what we always had, like, and that's what my grandfather did. Like, this back area that we sitting in now, he built this out of goods that maybe was thrown away, but like, this, it's been here for over 50 years, so everything don't necessarily, when it's destroyed, don't mean that it's done. I feel like sometimes you got to destroy things within yourself, around you, but there's also things that can be repaired, and that's what this phase of this journey I'm on is really about. And the cool thing about it is, you think about so a lot of the works are made out of metal. You would think that would be welded. You know what I'm saying? But the cool thing about it is, I use JB Weld. Like, that's like straight out of repair culture. Like, people using JB Weld to put everything back together. So I feel like that was another cool part that I didn't even recognize that was something that stood out with the pieces, that they wasn't welded. I was just using what I had. Like, I don't know how to weld, but I see this and I want to put it together. So what's the next best thing? And I feel like that's coming out the South. Like, that's just what we did. Like, and my grandfather, he always been my role model. I always been trying to fill his shoes, build on the foundation that he laid, and this my way of honoring him and on my process to becoming him. Damn.
Yeah.
On my process on becoming him. That shit ended hard, didn't it? Like, when I was saying, I was saying a piece, like, we didn't really grow up with art in the neighborhood, but like, that's the thing. Like, I grew up with art in my house because my dad really was an artist. Like, he painted cars and did all that for a living, which is an art form. But like, in his spare time, like, it's a little dusty now, but like, bro would like make collages like this, bro. Like, I remember when he was in the middle of making this shit. out here for nights, bro. Like just him and his homeboys, how they do at night. They do what they do at night. But in the midst of doing that, he be working on his, bro. And like one day he finally finished it. And hey, if you look close, look, he even gave your boy alley oop.
Hey.
Come on now, on the poster. But yeah, shit. So Meko, Lil Michael, that's me. I'm him. I'm my pops. Even though it was, I tried to be everything but my pops, and found out really that that's where I get everything from. But yeah, he would make these around the house, and then there was this another artist, man. My dad, I guess he was a friend of my dad's or something, but Sleebo, man, like he used to paint landscapes. He painted this one picture of a basketball scene at Oakline. I'm gonna see if I can get the shot of that for us to put in there. It's above my bed in my bedroom. Like I grew up to this picture. It's one of my most favorite pictures. But it's a artist. My dad had like a lot of canvases of them. Sleebo. It's about 5 of them we got around the house, and that's another thing I grew up seeing and just was always attracted to it, but never really knew why or what. But it all makes sense. It's all starting to make sense. So shout out to Big Meko Babe. Yes, sir. Like, it's a little foolish in here right now, but like, nigga, this used to be my studio that I used to work in this little wall right here. Right now, it ain't nothing but a storage facility. Like, you see, I got canvases and frames and shit. Like, it's really a fool in here, but like I said, the Sleebo dude, that's a Sleebo. That's a Sleebo. I'd love to get it repaired one day. Let me see. It's a Sleebo. You know what I'm saying? That's a Sleebo. Real talk. Like, so that's what I mean when I say that. But yeah, this little room, man, it's a fool out here right now, but this was my little studio where I would try and cook up shit. Goddamn, what's that? I don't know if y'all remember these, but I did that For Local campaign. And I had made these little bullshit ass tags off some cardboard I had found one time and painted them all. I dropped them off around town and shit, but that shit was some bullshit. But gotta keep the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. Real talk. Got to keep the bullshit. Yeah. But yeah, nigga done spent some long nights out here. Now we finally in the process of renovating, man. It's gonna look completely different. We're gonna keep it, the bones, like I said, what my granddad did, we're gonna keep the bones of it, but she beat down and wore out, so it's time for her, a tune-up, man, and that's what it's about, man, preservation, Everything ain't got to be knocked down, Let's preserve some things, and we definitely gonna preserve this. Preserve and grow. Come on now, let's do it.